I'm using a better microphone. I hope it's going to have less road noise than the one I did 3 days ago when I was driving down from my town to London, Ontario. That was last Thursday. Right now it's Saturday. I just want to do a quick follow-up on my Fairy Day event that my wife and I ran. This is our fourth year in a row going to London, Ontario. We did 25 sessions. We did on Thursday. It's a 6-hour drive. We went to the dance school. It's a dance school where we rented out a space at 9 o'clock on Friday morning. Our first session was, I believe, at noon, and we shot till about 6. So we book them every half hour apart. I packed my selfie stick, so I was gonna stop eventually and grab it, but I realized I'm losing daylight. It's like almost 8 o'clock, and the days are getting short. I'm on the 401 heading just into Toronto right now. I thought, well, let's do this now. Whether or not I'm a little bit shakier than normal because I'm hand holding. But anyways, we photographed a total of 25. On Friday we did 11, and on today 14. So 14 this morning. That was 7 from 9 till about noon, and then 7 more from 1 till about 5. That's a good run. I like doing 7 in a row and then taking a break. I could probably do more, but I want to keep my sanity. And I did a lot more than that on Friday. Today's Saturday. Excuse my confusion. On Friday I shot, so a total of 25, so it would have been like 11, pretty much straight through on Friday. So I have a lot more energy when I first start into it, and I get excited. I'm just go. Starts to wear me out after a while, I'm not going to lie. So I got to be careful to pace myself, and I do have a lot of endurance and ability to muscle through a lot of these sessions. Besides, I love being around kids, and that helps a great deal. I get a lot of creative energy from that. So that's part of the follow-up information I wanted to share with you. My wife and I have been doing half in-person viewing and half Zoom. She likes doing in person. She feels we make more money. I think we can do just the same or very close on Zoom, but we're still working through that. So we take 2 cars down. We pack all our props, everything in 2 cars. We can do that with 2 cars. Or if we had a minivan, we could put it all in one vehicle. So she's staying behind. She's going to be proofing all day tomorrow, which is Sunday. As she gets each order, she writes them out. She's very organized with stuff like this. She writes them out on an order form that we created, and she takes a picture of it with her cell phone, and she messages me the picture. So tomorrow I'll be in the studio, and I'll start working on these orders. I know it's Sunday tomorrow, and I should be going to church or something, but I like to get these orders done as soon as possible. That's just my nature. And so as she gets the orders in, she'll be taking a picture, sending me the picture, and I'll have the orders, and I'll start organizing all that. She'll be coming up on Monday morning. She hates driving at night. I love driving at night. It's one of my favorite things. And besides, I'm a homebody. I just would rather be at home. So I'm always anxious to hit the road and get going when I'm done these events. So anyways, tomorrow Sunday I'll be starting on the orders, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday she'll be doing a bunch more Zoom meetings to finish up the stragglers, and hopefully we'll get them all done and off to the lab, cropped, ready to go, which is, I feel pretty confident we can get that done, because next week on, I believe Thursday, we're driving up to see John Butler in Pembroke, and we're doing our Fairy Day there. So we got 21 confirmed bookings there. We're probably going to pick up a few more between now and then. And finally, the last thought is I want to just share with you the idea that these are amazing sessions. The experience is really, really critical. I shot a lot of stock footage that I'm going to be editing for my new fairy program coming up, hopefully within 6 weeks or so. But I'm going to let you know right now that the idea that these are powerful sessions, words cannot describe it, because I see this consistently no matter what city we're in, no matter where we shoot these fairy day sessions. Over and over and over again, I get the same reaction, specifically from the girls, from the parents, from the kids. So it's been very, very consistent in that department. They all get emotionally moved. They love it. And when you make them cry, you make them buy. Not to say that they cry, but they are moved emotionally, and it really pulls at their heartstrings in a big, big way. And I didn't know that was going to be such a powerful thing when I first started doing these. And I think in part, one of the reasons is that I got really good at it. And I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm not trying to say, I got this like superpower insofar as posing kids are concerned. But I consistently see the parent, like when they come in. So like today, for example, I had a mom and dad, the grandparents who were visiting from India, and they had a little girl, absolutely adorable. And I asked them, I said, did you guys watch the video I asked this of everybody, did you watch the video that we send out to everybody? Whether they say yes or no, doesn't matter. I say the same thing. If they say no, I say, okay, well, the message in the video was this. If they say yes, I say, okay, you remember the message in the video is this, that you're welcome to sit and watch while I'm photographing your daughter or daughters, but the rule is, please don't coach, don't instruct, and don't repeat anything I say. This is really, really important. And it's a joke now where I tell the moms, I say, you get one pass because you're going to slip up, and they don't believe me, and they all do. So it's important for me that I have that rapport and control, because I want to be able to connect with the child, and I'm really getting the sense that is a big part of why these are so successful, and they're so, we got a big traffic jam now. Damn. I'm going to get home later than anticipated. Anyways, I believe that's a big, big, big part of setting the stage for a really positive shoot and a positive experience. So, and again, I didn't think that, years ago when I started doing this, I didn't think that was going to be the thing, but it is. And I got really good at it. I've photographed so many of these fairy sessions. I'm probably, 700 or 800 of them, all told. I've done a lot. Last year, 145 sessions. That's during a pandemic. So you total that up every year by year by year, and I've been doing these since 2005. Maybe I've done over 1,000. But the idea is that I've honed, at first I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're not sure if it's going to work. And I ran the ads and it worked, and we got busier and busier. And I had these 3 structured poses, and then I had the workflow and all that stuff, and built the foundation. And all of these things are really, really important. Building a solid foundation, because you don't want it to be chaotic. You want to avoid chaos. And when they come in for the session, I guess, for lack of a better word, sense of mastery, and this is something that you need to acquire at some level if you're starting out with these fairies. So you gotta obsess over lighting, workflow, and marketing. These things are important, but the one thing that is important that I think is not talked about too much is that how you control yourself, and how you control them, and how you you're sort of like a Steven Spielberg, really. So this is important, and the parents love it. Most of the time they're sitting there and they're in awe, and they tell me, and I don't know what they're thinking, but they're telling me after, that was amazing. They tell me over and over and over and over again. So when I hear that, and after we've booked a successful Fairy Day event, I feel very, very confident that we're going to be selling 100%, if not close to 100%. Our sales have been 100% in the last couple of years, and our last fairy day last spring was 100%. Tina tells me, and I mentioned this in my last live stream, that the resistance was less. The sales were easier than ever before. They just come in, boom, boom, boom. Here's my money. Let's go. Anyway, so I just wanted to say those things, and I had a couple of moms who were a little bit more challenging. And I'm not really seeing that a whole lot in my life doing these. Both of them were teachers, by the way. Actually, there was 3 of them. I did manage, and I got some awesome pictures. But they were very strong personalities, and they told me the same thing. I don't know if them being a teacher means anything. They taught at the grade school level, so they taught young kids. I think it does, but they were. It was funny the way they all 3 of them at some point, when I was talking to them and asking them, please, just let me do my job here. I mean, don't instruct your child. They all tell me like, oh yeah, but I'm a teacher. Like, well, so that doesn't mean anything. I'm doing what I'm doing. So they get a little bit. Some of them get a little bit pompous that way, and it's not helping me at all. But anyways, it's par for the course. They're still going to buy, we hope, and that's the end game, and that's the end goal, and to extract maximum profits and to maintain loyalty with these people. But that was a bit of a red flag-ish, these 3 ladies, and we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know later. One other little thing. There was one of the last sessions today, beautiful little 7-year-old girl. She looked like a little pixie doll. Excited to be there. The mom was excited to be there. And I'm photographing her, and Tina mentioned this, and I noticed that the little girl was a little bit tight-lipped. They do that. And I'm like, oh, that happens. And I said to the mom, that's like a nervous reaction. She's having a bit of a nervous reaction. And the mom says, oh, it's probably my fault because I told her beforehand that these are not big, happy smiles. And because of that, she's forcing her lips tight. And I'm like, oh, that's probably what it is. So that was a good lesson for me to learn that it's quite possible that the mom saying that and prepping the daughter beforehand, like that's her trying to control the session. And somehow I now know, I mean, if this is an issue over and over and over again, definitely I have to do something about it. I don't know that I'll have to do something about it because it could be a one-off thing. But it's interesting to note that if the mom is interjecting her instructions even before the session, it could create problems, let alone during the session, which is what I'm trying to control when they come in and are going to get on the 407 here in about 30 seconds. Should be free sailing by that point. So, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? So this idea that it's really about me taking control, but being courteous and being confident and being sort of in charge, but in a positive leadership way so that they respect me, the child resonates with me, the parents understand what I'm trying to do, and they see it in person as they're watching me, which happens a vast, vast, vast majority of the time. But again, today I had a few anomalies worth noting, and we'll see where it all goes. So an interesting conversation. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to be home in my bed tonight, and should be getting there a little past 11 at night. I love driving, especially up north where there's very little traffic. I got to watch for the moose and deer and foxes and bears and all those other things that can shoot out at you in the middle of nowhere. So, but I drive safe, I drive careful, I keep my eyes open, and let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.